Welcome everyone, Monday meditation. Because we're sending out a wave of love to all of the people of this world. Yes, we're sending out a wave of love to all of the people of this world. Yes, we're sending out a wave of love to all of the people of this world, this world, this world. Love, 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 wherever it's spoken of. Love's the strongest thing. Love is the strongest thing, yeah. Love's the strongest thing in the universe. Peace, precious peace, let peace never cease. Love's the strongest thing in the universe. Love, love, wherever it's spoken of. Love's the strongest thing, yeah. Love's the strongest thing. Love's the strongest thing in the universe. Peace, precious peace, let peace never cease. Love's the strongest thing in the universe. Yes, we're sending out a wave of love to all of the people of this world. Yes, we're sending out a wave of love to all of the people of this world. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Namaste, everyone. It's an original song called Humala. Actually, I didn't sing that verse, but it's on the Green Evolution album. And I wanted to sing a few verses later when we're working on some sound release technology. And I thought I'd introduce the magic word right now is wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. So we've all said that sometime before, I'm sure. But what's going on with that? Let's say there's a drone, there's a background steady state going on. And when you fluctuate the wave, wow, 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 you're pulsing. This is healing technology, actually. We do this all the time, sort of naturally. I was thinking about, well, I'll get into that later. Yeah, let's just go back to this verse for a minute and just do It's an invitation to kind of warm up yourself a little bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So what I'm inviting you to do today is to figure out, find, locate, connect to your personal frequency. What is that? You find it in your voice, basically. It's a comfortable sort of bandwidth where you can say a vowel, you can make a sound, and have it be profound, right? Have it affect you in a sound surround capacity, in a balancing way, integrating way. We do this a lot when we begin programs, in yoga, spiritual events. People tone together. It has a magic. The vowels open up the heart. Let's start with so that's basically you start at the root chakra. Alright, it's a very grounded sound. And then we get more into the O, into the second chakra. And we get into this ooh, O, ooh and O, right? Second, third chakra. And then we get into ah in the heart. Ah. And that starts to go into A. So we start to project through the throat and goes up into the A, really high up here. E. So these are all frequencies that each person relates to differently. Some frequencies are absent in our system. That's why we need to hang out with other people sometimes, because they provide these frequencies, or certain colors, certain foods, certain music. Right? It's all vibration that needs to be a match with us in some form. There's a curious phenomenon that happens when two people are together and they're of such like frequency that they end up kind of overloading each other's systems, and then there's kind of a push apart there, right? It's almost too much of the same frequency. It's like two magnets of the same polarity are going to repel each other. So opposites attract, but by the vibrational frequency phenomenon, too much frequency overload, not good. So basically we want to hang out with folks that are providing us with some frequency we're less familiar with generally, because that's going to feed us, right? It's going to balance out vacuities or empty spaces in us. And the beauty of a group is we're all providing each other, you could say, with all the necessary colors, frequencies, vibrations, because in sum total we have all of them together, which is why collectives are very powerful, right? You can heal more people with a group on some level than, say, just one person. Okay, so we're tuning into our personal frequency. And so I would say make a sound, like let's go with For me, that's parked just about right for my chest, the shape of my bones, shape of my body. But your frequency shape is different. Your muscles, your tone, your cavities in your body, your sinuses, your throat, your teeth, your bones are all going to create different frequencies. So we want to find the one that works for you, right? Each person's totally unique. It's like a fingerprint, right? It's not a monotonal thing. It's not a single line. It's all the vibrations in their body put together create this sort of amazing collective frequency of you, right? So let's just listen in to us. Just feeling this amazing frequency of us. So many frequencies. See if you can find a tone that works for you. could be a, yay, 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 yay. That could be you. Or you could be, everything happens in that bandwidth. So find a perfect tone. And you can pulse it, right? It could be like, wow, 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 wow. Where does wow work for you? Is it wow, wow, wow in your body? Is it wow, wow, wow? If you're a dog, it's bow wow. If you're us, it's wow, wow, wow. If you're Jewish, it's oy vey, oy, oy, oy. No, but we want to do wow, wow, wow today. So wow, wow, wow. Just tuning into your frequency. Maybe you're not a wower. Maybe you're a murmurer. Murmur me. Murmur, murmur me, 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 murmur, murmur, murmur. Some of these are really comfortable for some folks. We've got B sounds like the B sounds go way up to this higher chakra, right? So if you're doing the you're gonna vibrate in your crown. That's really good. You can vibrate in your face. All kinds of fun sounds. Basically, you want the soft palate sounds, not the D's, the T's, the G's, the V's. Those are too harsh, right? You want the sha, the the s, the soft palate consonants and the vowels. And you can make up fun little things. I'm just doing that now, like shushmabumba, shushmamumba, shmushmamumba. Why did I come out with that sound? I don't know. Some part of me wants to go ba-boomba, ba-boomba, ba-oomba, oomba. So you can chew on sound. Sound is kind of tasty. You can move it around. You can send it down. Where there's more vibrational resonance, there's going to be clarity. Your organs, if they're sick, are going to have a certain illness frequency. So you can, sound healers bust up the frequency with certain vibratory sounds, or they just intuitively feel what to do, in which case sometimes it could just be that, right? That could bust up something that's stuck. Sometimes screaming at some people might work, right? In certain situations, because maybe they just are too stuck, right? They need someone to zap them with a lot of fire. Other times they're way overheated and angry, and they need like very calming frequencies, right? This is all fairly obvious, right? We know this. But there's a whole nother level of using the voice with sound, with light, ultimately with color. We find these vibrations. It's why people chant. It's why people sing. It's why people sing hymns. Like just for example, I grew up with praise God from whom all blessings flow. Okay, I was listening to that line today just from the perspective of vowels. Like that line covers all the vowels basically. Like praise God from whom all blessings flow. Right? If you just cut out some of the consonants, you get the shape of this particular frequency. Right? So the Lord's Prayer is very powerful. Right? It has all these vowels. It opens up the throat. It gets people singing with gusto. So sound healing, you could say, covers 5 or 6 large categories. Let's say there's let's say the basic process of sound healing is relaxation, release, and restoration. And those could come in different orders. They could come as a package. You could just sing a song and have all of those. You could just do sweet lullabies for a while with soft, relaxing frequencies. And then as the person gets more relaxed, they start to maybe discharge some of their stuff. Remember in India, I was sitting in the dorm and there was this guy that would show up every morning in the mandap outside, which is this open area that was covered, but it was open. And he would just make bird sounds for about 40 minutes, just screeching the strangest sounds I'd ever heard. They were not even human. And he wasn't doing this intentionally, right? This was just coming out of the sky, right? They're called kriyas in yoga. So this stuck stuff that just wants to release when you get shakti, when you get liberated energy coming in. So relaxation, release, and regeneration, restoration, rebooting, whatever you want to call it, the third category. It's kind of a wholesome connection with thoughts and feelings. Emotions come together. That's why a song, you could say, is a good regenerative conclusion to something soft that gets you relaxed. Then you go deeper and you release. And then it all comes together with a song. Or you could do it the other way around, right? You could just sing the song, and like I started with, just as a way of showing us, okay, so relaxation is embodied in the song. Releasing depends on how you're receiving the song, but that song is sort of intended to open the heart, right? To release something. And then the restoration is that you have great feelings from this culmination. And then there's another set of categories for sound healing. Could say we need the presentation of the harmony of some sort, right? Somebody singing, somebody doing something, directing the sound in some way. Then you could say you have pitched instruments, like a guitar, right? It's already pitched to accommodate the harmony. And then there's the processing, gives you the resonance, the vibratory resonance, which connects you to a group, connects you to the culture. It brings in songs that are already written, prayers, poems, all of these wondrous little frequency containers. Put them all together, and organs and glands can get healed, your heart can get healed, you can feel liberated, uplifted. It's all from the sound, right? The sound is the magic. Sound, atoms are sound ultimately, right? They're sending out gazillions of frequencies. There's a major chord. There's a certain happy sound to it. Whereas a minor chord, different frequency, right? That note is different. That's happier. That's sadder. But sad doesn't have to be sad. Actually, it's just more sensitized to the heart. In its quieter phase. Put it all together in a song here. It's an original song called Healing is a Feeling, where your heart just knows. you're filled with forgiveness, your love just grows. Healing is a feeling when your heart just knows. When you're filled with forgiveness, your love just grows. 'Cause deep inside is a magical place with a whole lot of grace. Deep inside there's a magical place with a whole lot of grace, yeah. Healing is a feeling when your heart just knows. When you're filled with forgiveness, your love just grows. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Healing is a feeling when your heart just knows. Healing is a feeling when your heart just knows. Healing is a feeling when your love just grows. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Healing is a feeling. Healing is a feeling. 'Cause deep inside there's a magical place with a whole lot of grace. Deep inside there's a magical place with a whole lot of grace, yeah. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Join me in Jai Jai Ram. Jai 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 Jai, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. You might find a different pitch that works better for you. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Shri Ram. Shri Ram. It's hitting your higher chakra, Shri. You and me, Shri Ram. Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Here's something fun you can do. You can take your hand and cup your ear. And you can use this hand as a soundboard to tune into vibratory sounds coming out of your throat, your face, your jaw. So if you do that, you go, oh, you can hear a lot of different sounds starting to open up. You might want to try that. Hand cupped, right? You're creating a little cavern, a little sound chamber. You'll be able to hear what's happening inside easier. You can just change the angle, get different feelings coming out. You can start to feel where certain sounds vibrate in your head. You can chew on them, like I said. Humming, 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 hum, hum. Om. You get into the Om, you're getting up into the third eye, and you're getting into those B sounds, those getting up here. You kind of like clean out your frequency bands with the voice. You can drop it in real deep. Oh. So you can play around with that. You got nothing better to do. Maybe you're up on a ski lift where nobody can hear you. There you are, umming and oming and ooming and owming and murmur me, murmur me. I had some other sounds in mind here. Oh yes, there's all kinds of sound healing books out there. One of my favorite is Wayne Perry. I think it's just called Sound Medicine. And he's got a bunch of different sounds here. Hurry, 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 hurry. Sounds we say all the time, right? Hurry, hurry, hurry. You think, what good is this doing? Well, it might be saving your life. You never know what kind of strange frequencies might be vibrating inside that need to be cleared. Hurry, hurry. That's why in India you have mantras like Hari Om, hurry home. Hurry, 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 hurry. Murmur, 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 murmur. Essentially you're setting up a pulse wave, and then you're shaping that. And that strengthens the field, strengthens the sound, and it works like kind of a laser. Because you can tell when you're out of tune, right? Just try singing. Or there's sometimes you sing really in tune, right? I know I do. Other times I don't know what's going on here. Like, why is the frequency all distorting? So let's bathe in a gentle Om. Trying to find the chat on this, but I don't see it at the moment. Maybe that's it. Wow. Just communicate with me telepathically today. I'll read whatever you write later. And thank you so much for being here and sharing your vibration, your frequency. The intention is also an important transmission, sort of accommodation, right? What we intend is so important when we do frequency. It's literally like coding. Anytime you write someone to anyone, something, you're coding it, right? You're intending it for that person or that audience. So just tuning into all these dynamics going on. We're coding, we're intending, we're vibrating, we're pulsing, we're aligning. And all of this makes us more present, clears out silly thoughts, anchors us in the heart, strengthens the mind, heals the body. It is a kind of yoga. The entire universe is made of frequency. So it's important to accommodate frequencies correctly or respond with the right frequencies. So if you and your roommate or your partner are getting all wonky with each other, it might be that there's too much of the same frequencies building up to an overload. It's sort of like when you watch the same movie too many times. So you're just sick of it at that point, right? You've seen it, you've got all those frequencies now. They're not doing anything for you fresh, right? So you could take that same example and it seems to apply, right? That we get tired of things. Why? Because we're full up on the frequency, right? When we're really hungry, that's when we are starving for that person, starving for that information, starving for that frequency or experience. So this is a muy importante. It's very important understanding, I believe, because so many relationships, they go south for the wrong reasons, right? People don't understand what's happening. They need to get into more of the opposites attract polarity, right? To feed the partner in that moment. Because frequency is like radiation, it's cumulative. Right? If you add a 200 hertz with a 250 hertz situation, you get a 450 hertz situation. And then there's also the subtractive principle there. So 250 minus 200, there's a 50 hertz frequency thing going on as well, because that's the difference of those two, right? That sometimes creates dissonance, because if one note's just a little different than another and it's very closely aligned with it, it interferes with it massively, rather than being off in space somewhere at a totally different bandwidth. Which is why like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, like the sol and the ti farther away from each other don't bother each other as much as the one below the sol, right? Below the do. Things clash. It's like colors, right? When you wear the wrong pajama top with the wrong pajama bottoms. Can look kind of silly. Clash. So some people's frequencies are just born to clash. We know who these people are, right? You know who the clashers are. The clashers and the bashers and the smashers. Bashing and crashing. Right? These frequencies are out of sync, misaligned, over-infused, or maybe just over-enthused, but not balancing the situation. But let it be said that not every healing sound, every healing frequency is necessarily a beautiful sound. Meaning, like Louis Armstrong, some of these famous trumpet players were totally fascinated by the most bizarre sounds you could imagine, right? They just thought that was the greatest stuff, was sound. It doesn't just have to be music, right? It could be the sound of a water balloon hitting the earth, right? It's a very interesting sound. That could heal you, actually. Depends on what's going on. So some sounds are there to bust up a frequency. Like some people go to a heavy metal concert probably because they're full of stuff that needs to just be smashed and busted. So they go home feeling like, oh wow, I just feel cratered, right? Just smashed beyond belief. Because that feels good for that person who's all pent up. But someone who's just been maybe channeling angels wouldn't want to get anywhere near that concert, right? Because that would just completely, shred them in the wrong way. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidanandamurtaye Nisprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Niralambaya Tejase Niralambaya Tejase. Let's just meditate. Let the sound of the tambura take you deeper. We talked the other day about first chakra, third chakra, fifth chakra, seventh chakra being like floors of the house, right? They're maybe considered male chakras, like these solid things. And then the second, the fourth, the sixth, maybe the overtone, the eighth, it's just more feminine, more yin, the even numbers, more balanced. The female energy in between each of these floors. It goes male, female, alternating between, you could say, hard and soft. Not strong or weak, because the yin is not necessarily weak and could be more powerful than the yang, but it's of a different frequency, different quality, different energy, vibration. And what's really interesting, this is kind of it's not random, but it's sort of a mystical fact that there's something called the square of Mercury, which is the magic square, right? It's got 5 in the middle, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then it's got the odd numbers in the other corridors. And what's interesting about the magic square is that 5 is the middle number. 5 is considered male and female, right? Because it has the square, has the solar cross energy with the sort of lunar shape of the circle. So the 5 is like this key, this pivot number that's in the middle between, it's like 1 and 10, right? Between these two magnitudes. It's the center. Everything adds up to 25, right? If you include the 5, all these numbers, the male numbers add up to 25, the female numbers add up to 25, which then together add up to 50, which is again a 5. So you get this pattern, and I'm bringing it up to show you that 1, 3, 5, 7 energy is a thing, right? The 2, 4, 6, 8 is a thing. It like very much aligns with sacred geometry in male, female kind of ways. And so if we understand that correctly, it's very helpful to understand how our DNA is working, right? How the chakras are all linking together. DNA, for example, is a combination of a perfect rectangle with 2 hexagrams and then 2 pentagons, and then that all rolls up into the shape, right? So they're working with the 5s and the 6s. These are all frequencies. Like I said, numbers are frequencies. So when they're combined, right, magic happens, basically. So just tuning into whatever chakra you would like at the moment. Maybe there's a chakra that's in need. We spoke last time about there's addictions that are associated with certain chakras. I said I'd go over that this time. Let's see what I can do with that. They kind of make sense that they're associated with the kinds of energies of the chakras, right? So your root chakra is very base, it's very solid, it's maybe like, it reminds people in bars, drinking, getting into dangerous fights, doing lower vibratory things ultimately versus super high frequency, right? So we've got addictions of the lowest variety. Then you get into more of the emotional addictions in the second chakra, right? This emotionalism, relationship issues of all sorts, emotional addiction, sex addiction, whatever kind of yin addiction. Then we get into third chakra. That's more of a power chakra, more mental, right? So obsessions, fixations with guns, weapons. You can sort of see the pattern, right? You can sort of figure this out for yourself at this point, right? You get into the throat, get into oral addictions. People are addicted to talking too much. Whatever they're addicted to in this bandwidth. And get right up into higher things that you think, oh, this is very high, but the addiction issue could be that they're using these really high situations to bypass the self, right? People could use meditation as an avoidance technology. So there you go. Each chakra has its frequency. tends towards certain kinds of activities, and then depending on sort of the dark or light side of it or the shadow side of things, it could go into the addictive. And if it's more the light-based frequencies, each of these chakras is, as we talked about last time, is radiational, right? There's kundalini that just comes out of them, as opposed to top and bottom kundalinis. So your chakras are really powerful. We need to cleanse them. It's kind of what the deal is. They're not really the cause of our problems. They're more the barometers of these other dynamics going on in us that sort of coalesce around that frequency. So, we breathe, come to peace, come to center. Let's coalesce all this information we've been discussing. Right? You are a vibrational genius. Every organ in your body is vibrating with certain colors, certain frequencies. That's why you need to eat certain color foods. Right? I remember I visited someone once who served me an all-white dinner. It was like white chicken with white potatoes. I think maybe that was it. It's like even the salad was white somehow. I don't know. But there wasn't even any salad. Maybe that was it. But that was just not a meal for the rest of their body, right? Maybe good for your highest chakra. But we need these colors, right? Maybe that's why all these fruits vibrate different frequencies. Speaking of vibrating different frequencies, I have two mandalas here. These tend to be potentially the more troublesome deities in India, or god of destruction, Shiva, and then Kali Ma. It's a female vibration of roar. Okay, so why do I bring these guys in? Essentially, they visited me. They popped out of a book that I had. I haven't seen these guys in years. I've been missing them. But suddenly Shiva and Kali show up. So what's the benefit of these sort of darker type projection gods, mythological beings? Who knows? They're forces in the universe. Because a lot of our, call it crap, right? Funky stuff needs to be destroyed, needs to be gobbled up, needs to be removed, deleted, zapped, right? So these shadow entity gods are very powerful. Okay. Let's just drop in with Shiva for a minute. What is the Shiva vibration frequency? It's kind of an infinite field of light idea, a shaft of light, right? It's very male, kind of a pillar of light that goes to the highest to the lowest, aligns with the spine, central nervous system. It's sort of the kundalini in its fullness. And then Kali, you could consider this it's like the shadow universes that are ignored or avoided, or there's a lot going on in these shadow universes that need healing. And so the working with the Kali energy is not to get involved with the dark side, as to balance with the dark side, meaning the equilibration. And you've heard me say this enough times, I'm sure, that inside out healing, health, is really a function of positive and negative electric pressure in the body in balance. That means the negative pressure also has to be in balance with the positive. And if we arc too much into just pleasing, nice, pretty things and always be ignoring shadow material, this stuff can sneak up on you, right? If we're ignoring it or pushing it away, or right, law of comfortable space needs to accommodate dark and light. So let's just sit with that for a minute. The dark and the light in us. Nice balance. Cozy dark with shimmering light. which side of your body is more light, which side of your body is more dark, which part of you feels heavier, which part of you feels lighter. These are good things to notice, because you can use your mind to change it. Right? The mind is a powerful healing tool that can send frequency and vibration wherever it targets. You could send a wash of gold light right down into a part of you that maybe is painful. Just like, just drop in some light. You don't need to be a professional to do these beautiful sends, right? Sending vibration, sending love, sending frequencies. If a person has a problem that looks like that, you ultimately want to send them a frequency that looks like that. Phase cancels it right out, which is why sometimes the opposite is a necessary deal, right? Sometimes we use poisons to heal with, actually. The vaccine could be considered that on some level, right? So a subtle level energy poison to enhance the body's immune systems. So many ways to strengthen the body. Right. Well, as I was saying at the beginning, sometimes the three components of sound healing, call it relaxation, release, and restoration, can all be accommodated in a song, one song. Let's see, what do we want to sing today? Lovely day. When I wake up in the morning, the sunlight hurts my eyes. Something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, yeah, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, yeah, lovely day, lovely day. When the times that lie ahead of me seem impossible to face, someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, yeah, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, yeah, lovely day, lovely day. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. We can practice our sound healing. Whoa, 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 whoa. me. Murmur, 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 me. Woo! Whoopee! Getting happy. When I wake up in the morning, the sunlight hurts my eyes. Something without warning, love bears a heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, yeah. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Thank you so much for being with me today, with us. Namaste, everyone. We will continue on into the night on Thursday, and hopefully we'll just make the whole world right on Thursday. Namaste, everyone.